Hi guys, Tungsten here. So today we are going to upgrade the Bluebird, which is the Mark II, Dazo Mark II kind of knockoff. Yeah, let's see how far we can take this blaster, and also at the same time check out the internals as well. So basically what I have over here is basically I have a 14 kg and then the 12 kg. Now there are quite a number of barrels available that I found. Right, so with various length. Right, so actually I intended to go for the 14 with a longer barrel length, but unfortunately I think he forgot to send me the longer version. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try the 12 kg with this barrel itself, and this silver thing over here is basically, if you were to compare it, right, so there's an extra portion over here. Why is that? So because I believe the internals of this blaster itself is pretty similar, if not identical, to the Dark Zone Mark II. Right, there is a piece in between that actually separates the barrel from the so-called I would say the plunger, right? So that piece, since it's a separate piece, there's a possibility of air not being that well sealed, so this will eliminate that. It basically is a one whole piece construction, but we'll try this in the future, I guess. And yeah, so I'll put it aside. So let's just put all this aside first. I in fact have already kind of work on this blaster itself. I removed the screw. So over here you have 1, 2, 3, and this part over here is actually a smaller screw if you were to take care of it, and then the rest of the screws are basically the same size, so I'm going to put aside. Right, so if you were to remove, again there'll be this piece over here, right, so we can take off and this piece will come out. Okay, and you probably want to keep this in a safe place. So far it's still the same, similar. Right, in fact I also removed the spring so that it's easier to make the video, so this will easily come off. Right, okay, so we set it aside. So now this is the piece that is quite difficult to take out, and there is a catch over here. Now it is actually secure with a tab, so you do have to use a flat head screwdriver to sort of insert and then push it forward, and then you can actually take it off, sort of. So I already removed the so-called the catch, so you won't get to see it once I open the blaster itself. And to open this, I did not remove the black portion piece in front. I basically slowly remove from the back and then just pry it slowly open and remove some of the stuff along the way. As you can see, once you get everything out, it's going to fly all over the place. Now previously I talked about, is this metal plate just glue on? So in fact it's actually screw on, and it's from the inside out, so I thought that's nice. Right, so so on the exterior you actually don't see the screws. Right, so the rest, this is what's inside. So let me just readjust it, because once you take it out, it is gonna fly all over the place. Alright, so once you take it all apart, it will be something like this. Okay, so again at the back it will be this kind of the placement for a spring. I already removed the spring, and then this is the catch itself. So this is made of plastic, unfortunately. Right, so hopefully it doesn't break. Right, so once you take it out, that's that. Okay, I'll advise you to keep it safe. Now it's pretty much the same setup as the Dark Zone Mark II, as you can see. So over here, this is the part. So this O-ring over here, alright, so let's take it apart as well. In fact, if I were to pull this out, surprisingly this thing is it's not very big, right? So as you can see, not much of a resistance. Okay, there is a bit, okay, but we can try the upgrade kind of O-ring and see how it works. Alright, okay, and then of course the trigger as well as the spring. So still okay. Okay, and this is hold on by here, right? Okay, so we can remove this, then you get this out of the way, right? Okay, over here. Yeah, so this is the piece whereby I say no, okay, it's a two-piece construction, as you can see. This there's no seal at all. All right, okay, there's no seal at all, so you do have to take care of that. All right, and we are going to replace this piece. All right, although it's metal, but it seems pretty rough. Okay, now you have a better appreciation for the Dazzo Mark II. Okay, definitely there's not much of a kind of finishing that will make it slightly smoother. And like I said, there's no seal over here, so I guess sealing this up will be a great improvement, but I'm going to remove the barrel itself. Now this thing over here is the safety, right? Okay, for when you prime the blaster, you'll not be able to pull the trigger, as you can see over here, right? You won't be able to pull the trigger once you prime. Now once you kind of push the plunger forward, then you'll be allowed to prime, right? So some may choose to remove it so that you can deprime the blaster. Okay, especially you have finished all your shots, you have no darts left, and no matter what, you need to kind of push it back and then fire one off, dry fire, which is not good, right? But if you remove this, then you'll be able to deprime it. But the thing is, you have to be careful if you remove this safety as well, because when you're loading the darts, when you prime it back, if you accidentally pull the trigger, once you remove this, you can, and the whole thing will move forward, and that might be harmful as well. And sometimes when we prime, we want to manually put a dart inside, okay, through here, and if you have this around, you'll not be able to pull your trigger, so your finger should be pretty safer, right? Okay, but if you remove this kind of safety, make sure if you are shoving a dart using your finger, don't ever put your finger near the trigger, right? If not, you accidentally pull and then this whole thing will spring forward, and if it's a stronger spring, then you're in trouble, right? You might hurt your finger. So so we have to be careful whether to remove it or not. Okay, I believe this is again the same setup as your Dazzo, okay, Mark II. Right, next, okay, so we are going to implement the 12 kilo spring here, as well as this brass, I think brass, bronze. Okay, brass, okay, tube over here, right? Okay, so I'm going to remove it. Okay, right over here, right? So now if you take a look at this structure over here, it's already have a kind of a O-ring, so that's good. So over here now you shove it in, it will give some air seal, which is good, right? Okay, so this is supposed to be, this green stuff is supposed to be hit against this portion over here, so that you tightly fit it. So again, okay, you have to kind of, okay, yeah, I think that is actually, yeah, possible. Now of course this is protruding, so this have to go through, and then unfortunately, of course, this you have to file down a little bit so that you go through all the way and then sit it here. Likewise for this portion, you have to go through it, so you have to kind of file it up. So I believe that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I am gonna do it off screen, and yeah, right. So as for the spring, okay, and the plunger, okay, we can do it right now. Okay, we can actually replace the O-ring, so let's take a look. Okay, there's 2 O-ring given. Okay, for this upgrade kit, okay, it's basically a very cheap kit. Okay, I think it's just $3 or so. I cannot remember. So take out the O-ring. This is the old one. Okay, so let us put in the new one. Okay, is it any better? I have no idea. Strange. It looks like it's less tight. Okay, it seems to be almost the same. So I'm not too sure what's the improvement, but anyway, Okay, so I'm supposed, okay, so this black one is supposed to go here. Currently there's not much of a, yeah, there's not much of a seal actually. Okay, it's quite loose. Okay, so let's see whether the new one, okay, make any difference. Oops. Okay, maybe I'll do it off camera. Okay, I think I got it out. Yep, this is definitely smaller. Okay, all right. Okay, yep. Okay, oh, it's a much better seal. Right. Okay, so you push it in, it's pretty much okay. So here, okay, doesn't seem to be a big difference for this O-ring over here, but we shall see. All right, so I'm going to file this two portion off screen and I'm going to get back to you. All right, so now that we have all the pieces ready, so like I said, I have to widen this piece so they can go slot all the way in. Okay, and then this piece will of course go kind of over here, and then again I loop this up so they have a better seal over here. So yep, so I am probably going to keep this lock over here just for safety purposes, and yeah, so I'm going to put it in. So again, the green O-ring is supposed to be seated at the back. Okay, I'll put this aside first. Okay, yeah, so there's, let me just do a check. Yep, so it's supposed to be at the back of this portion over here, which you can see it. Okay, at the back. Okay, kind of in between the black and the space over there. All right. Okay, so just do overall. So this is just to prevent it from moving forward. Okay, when you fire off. Okay. All right. Okay, put a safety. Put this piece in between. Follower. Just put, okay, this here. This is inside. Okay. All right. Okay. This thing up. Put it in. Right. Okay. So we're not going to care about this first. All right. Okay. So next is the catch and the spring. This is the part whereby you have to be careful. This will tap in. Okay, as you can see, you can hear the click sound. Put it on spring, and then kind of make sure. All right. Okay, looks good. Okay, do a last check. Then you are ready to close. The blaster itself. Okay. Make sure you can move, and then eventually this will tap in as well. Okay. Right. Okay. Everything is in. This is the part whereby you can shove this in. Oh, shove this in, and then just clip it in. Right. So, and you put in all the screws. And then the last part would be this part over here. So I'm going to screw it all back, then I'm going to show you this last part. Right. Alright, so I've put in all the screws. Alright, so as you can see over here. So now let's left with the last part. like I say, the screw, there are two that are shorter. That's for the front. Right, so let's put it back. Okay, make sure you align everything. Okay, put this thing over here. It's supposed to go here if I'm not wrong. Right. I think that's how it works. Alright, yeah, inside. Yep. Alright. Yep. You can see. Alright. It's moving. Alright, so let's put it back. Okay. Alright, make sure you can pull a little bit. Yep. It's good. And we shall put in the screws. The shorter one will be in front. Okay, so now what we are left with is to test the FPS. Yeah. Alright, some final thoughts about the modification. So basically what we did was we put in a 12 kg spring as well as changing the barrel. Now, as you can see from the FPS result, it actually have a significant improvement over the, of course, the so-called the stock kind of spring and setup. And there are obviously parts that are not so well made inside. Right, so the result, as you can see, sometimes I think is a little bit inconsistent. I fired a few more rounds after the recording. Yeah, so it's not as consistent as the Dazzo Mark II. I guess we get almost, but still not till the Mark II kind of FPS. But it's pretty close, and of course we do have a 14 kg spring to test on, and as well as a one whole piece of a kind of construction without the middle kind of plastic piece that I don't know whether will increase the performance or not. Again, I think the when I was using this blaster itself, it is not as smooth, especially when I load the so-called darts in the so-called the speed loader. It's really not on par with the Dazzo Mark II. But having said that, this is just a $10 kind of mod. The parts are like basically just $10, and we can get quite a significant improvement. So now again, it's 12 kg. I already feel that the prime is almost the same as the Mark II, the amount of strength you need, or in fact this may require a little bit more. So to add a 14 kg, I'm not too sure. And also looking at the internals again, I'm also not too sure whether I want to go there. And in fact, an average of about 120 FPS is basically more than enough for to me anyway, right? So I might not work on the 14 kg because I think this is still usable, unless if I can get a metal catch, which I have seen, but it seems like not very refined. When I look at the picture, the one that people offer a metal catch, but I'm curious. I might check it out again. Okay, you get what you pay for. I feel that the Mark II, when you operate, is a lot more smoother in terms of operation, but this is just okay. Okay, I guess it's just fun to meddle with it instead of opening up my $100 blaster. I just open this up and test everything. In fact, I'm gonna test the one piece construction. If it works well, I'm gonna throw it into the Mark II as well. So this is like my experimental piece. Yeah, so I'm Tungsten. Thanks for watching. Yeah, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the like. Thank you. Bye.